You know that feeling when you move into a new place and something just doesn't sit right? Not the creaking floors or the cold drafts. Something quieter. Something that watches. Last summer, I rented a cheap attic apartment in an old boarding house on Maple Street. The landlord said the previous tenant left suddenly. He handed me the keys and left without another word. The wallpaper was the first thing I noticed. Faded roses on a cream background. Victorian style, probably 100 years old. In some places the pattern looked almost moving, like the petals were breathing. I told myself it was just bad lighting. That first night I couldn't sleep. The room was too quiet. Then I heard it. A whisper. So faint I thought it was the wind outside. But the windows were closed. It came from the wall behind my bed. "You're finally here." I sat up, heart hammering. Nothing. Just roses staring back. I laughed at myself. New place jitters. Turned off the lamp. Lay back down. 10 minutes later, it came again. I waited so long. This time clearer. A woman's voice. Soft. Almost sweet. I jumped out of bed. Turned on every light. Checked under the bed. Behind the wardrobe. Nothing. But the wallpaper. In the bright light I saw something new. One of the roses had opened wider. Like it was smiling. The next night I tried to ignore it. Put on white noise. Earplugs. Didn't help. Around 2 a.m. the whispers changed. "Look closer." I pulled the blanket over my head like a child. "I want to show you something." I shouldn't have looked. But I did. There, in the pattern, a face. Not drawn. Not painted. Formed by the way the roses twisted. Eyes made of petals. Mouth slightly open. It was looking straight at me. I blinked. It was gone. But the whisper wasn't. "Touch me." My hand moved before my brain could stop it. Fingertips brushed the paper. Cold. Too cold. And then the wallpaper moved. Not illusion. The roses actually rippled under my fingers. Like skin. I yanked my hand back. A thin red line appeared on my fingertip. Paper cut. But the paper wasn't sharp. It was hungry. From that night on, it spoke every time I closed my eyes. It told me its name was Eleanor. She said she used to live here, in this exact room. In 1897, she said she was sewn into the walls. Literally. Her skin became the paper, her blood the ink, and she was lonely. "Stay with me." Every night the face became clearer. The petals turned into lips, the vines into hair. By the 5th night I could see her full body, trapped inside the pattern, arms reaching out, fingers pressed against the inside of the paper like glass. She begged, "Let me out." I should have left, packed and run. But I didn't, because part of me wanted to know what would happen if I did. On the 7th night I brought a knife, not to destroy the wall, to cut her free. I traced the outline of her hand. The paper parted easily, like wet skin. Warm air came out, sweet, like old roses and copper. Her fingers pushed through first. Real fingers, cold, nails long and black. Then her wrist, her arm. I kept cutting. Yes, yes. Her face emerged. Beautiful, pale, eyes completely black. She smiled. "Thank you." Her other hand grabbed my throat. Not hard, gentle, like a lover. But I couldn't breathe. The wallpaper started to peel itself, coming alive. wrapping around my legs, my chest, pulling me in. I screamed. No one heard, because the house was empty. And now, I'm part of the pattern too. If you ever rent that attic on Maple Street, and you see the roses breathing, don't touch them, because Eleanor is still waiting, and she's never lonely for long. Stay with me. Excited for the next one. Thanks for staying till the end. Don't look in the mirror tonight. Good night.